The scariest thing about theonomy is that those that advocate for it they have a fairly solid biblical understanding of the law in the new covenant. I almost agree with everything they say regarding the role of God's law in the new covenant. The problem is they don't even realize they're advocating for what they'll probably get, and that would be a plan of Satan directly from hell.
Listeners, when I say that I am theonomic, it's just like with any doctrine. There's a wide spectrum of, and I think people are bothered by the theonomy word because they immediately equate a theonomist with somebody who is lockstep with Rushdoony, which, by the way, I've been reading a lot of Rushdoony lately, and I think he's fantastic. I don't know if I'm lockstep with him, but I think people would do well to read some Rushdoony. I think that he was brilliant. But all that being said, when I say theonomy, I'm not saying that, I like the way that you said, I'm not saying that we take the civil law, the judicial law given to Israel under the old covenant and drop it right now into America in 2022. But I do think it's beyond, because some guys, the general equity, Doug Wilson, general equity, theonomy, I would adhere to that, but I think the question is not just what do we do with the judicial law. That's been kind of classically, I'm discovering that's been the dividing line for are you a theonomist or not? What do you do with the judicial law? And so a lot of guys would say we don't like theonomy, and so we don't like Jared and Joel what they're doing. And then when we clarify, like you just did, they say, oh, okay, then we're okay with that. And we're okay with that precisely because you're not theonomist. So stop using the word. And I would say, no, I think we still are in the theonomic realm in that orbit, because it's not just what do you do with the judicial law, but it's also what do you do with the first table of the moral law? What do you do with the first four, right? Because everybody, I think, would say, yeah, the civil magistrate, in terms of love for neighbor, commandments 5 through 10, this should, and even that you still have to, you have to distinguish between crimes and sins, right? Because we don't want the coveting police. Doug has said that. He's absolutely right. But I guess what I'm leading up to is I would say I'm theonomic because I think all 10 of the commandments, that the civil magistrate has a vested interest, and not just an interest, but a duty with all 10, including the first table of the law, idolatry, no other gods before me, blasphemy, taking the Lord's name in vain, the Sabbath, right? That's what it gets at. Should we have Sabbath laws, right? We've done that before. It's not crazy. We've done it before.
Yeah. No. Because Sunday isn't the Sabbath, bro. Sorry.
Should we have Sabbath laws, right? We've done that before. It's not crazy. We've done it before. Maybe taking it too far. I'm in Texas, right? I mean, still in Texas, on Sunday, there's a ton of places that don't open till noon. Why? Because Sunday mornings for church. You know what I mean? Even in 2022. Or liquor store.
Don't tread on me, son. You got it twisted. Ain't gonna happen. Don't tell me Adventists are crazy.